Hello, everyone. I am an events expert, an actor, an MC, a presenter, an author, a speaking coach, but most importantly, I'm a healer, a master Reiki practitioner, a spiritual being having a human experience who identifies as a South African. Born in Cape Town. In summary, Reiki is a Japanese energy healing technique which activates natural healing processes. I first encountered Reiki around 1996. Only about 20 years later did I decide to embrace it. I'll never forget the day. The Reiki practitioner at the time was busy doing a Reiki session, and she said to me, maybe one day you become a Reiki practitioner, because I was telling her what to do. So 20 years later, I embraced my purpose through a lot of awakening and a lot of reflection and dealing with my own shadow work and healing and traumas and going back to childhood and all those things, did I embrace the Reiki journey. I am a Reiki master, and I was attuned or initiated by my own Reiki teacher. Master is the highest level of Reiki. To become a Reiki practitioner, you don't need previous qualifications or anything like that. And there are online courses that are also offered to become a Reiki practitioner. But I strongly advise that between levels 1 and 2, you practice for at least 2 years. Because you need the Reiki master to attune you or initiate you in order to allow the energy into you, which is a lifetime journey. You need to realize that this is a lifetime journey. And as mentioned, you don't need the qualifications. If you want to do it for yourself, or you want to do it to become a healer for other people, there are certain steps which you have to follow and you have to practice. I really advise you to practice. And I'm not knocking any online courses here, but I am saying that in order to be an effective Reiki practitioner, you need to have the practice and the attunements. So this one is easy. There's a lot of history out there, a lot of myths out there about when Reiki was established. We've always had energy around us. But Japan, in the early 1900s, no, unless resistance exists from the person getting the treatment perhaps, because then you won't feel the effects. Yes, but in order to practice Reiki, you have to be trained by a Reiki master. You have to be attuned, initiated, or activated by a Reiki master. And this process can take up to 3 years. I've actually written a list for this one. Stress, tension, support for recovery, reducing anxiety, healing and releasing of traumas. They will always be there but won't have the same effect. Balance your energy center. There is seriously a super long list of the benefits of Reiki. Even sleep, or it just does so many things. I get this one a lot. What are chakras? The best way to describe what a chakra is that it is an energy center. And there are 7 main ones identified. There are a lot others. And it starts from the base of the spine, running to the top of the head, and then it just goes all over the place. So when you experience a blockage of a chakra, you may have symptoms like a sore throat or chest pains or not being able to think clearly or something like that. That is where Reiki comes in, or a Reiki master, or a Reiki practitioner. The straight up answer for this is that Reiki is spiritual and not religious. If you feel a calling to be a healer or to become a Reiki practitioner, whether it's for yourself or for other people, do it. Just do it. There is such a need in society for healers, natural healers out there, just to spread love and healing energy. But be prepared to have to do a lot of shadow work, healing for yourself, awakening demons that you held within. I've always say things like, the beast within me is asleep, not dead. Be prepared to do the work on yourself before you start trying to do the work on others. So again, if you want to become a Reiki practitioner, you want to do Reiki itself, just be ready. Be ready to put your ego aside. Be ready to forget everything you've learned from society. You have to learn to unlearn and start realizing things like how social conditioning has done things to our brain that have prevented us from being natural healers. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Go with an open mind and allow Reiki to work its magic. Let the Reiki practitioner relax you. And just as a final statement, just because I'm spiritual and a Reiki master doesn't mean I'm not still having a human experience.